So this is how to make an Indian inspired chickpea curry dish. These are the ingredients. Just you can use 1 can of standard garbanzo beans, 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm making a double recipe today because I feed a lot of people, possibly, I don't know yet. You can do a small can of coconut cream if you so desire, and then maybe like half a can of coconut milk. Like if you want it really creamy, you could do more. If you want it less creamy, you just kind of add it to taste. It's not that essential. I have here some mushrooms I'm going to chop up. Those are really good. Again, not essential, not everyone likes mushrooms. I have an onion. This is just, you can use any type of onion, really, it doesn't matter. This happens to be a sweet onion. I like to use, I got this fractal broccoli. I forgot what it's really called, but as you can see, it's incredibly beautiful. Just look at the geometric patterns on this thing. It's so amazing. You can use broccoli. I think cauliflower is the best. You can even just buy it frozen. It's super good. Again, these vegetables are pretty much, you can substitute them with anything else you want, but that's what I like to do. And then lastly, I have this spice mix, which is really good. Doesn't have to be this, but if you just have like any kind of curry spices, or I also have like cumin and coriander, which are really good. Spices are obviously can be substituted, but this spice mix, it just has brown mustard seed, turmeric, mineral salt, cumin seed, ginger, asafoetida, and something I cannot pronounce. Anyway, you can find usually this type of spice mix anywhere, or you can make up your own. So let's get started. Ew! Oh my god. There's a guy, like, little thing on here. Like, it's alive. Oh! I'm gonna have to put it outside. I even washed it and everything. Don't know how that happened. This is a huge mushroom. Anyway, I'm just like slicing them up. There's no real art to this. It's just, you can have them if they're like huge, but they'll cook down. They'll actually shrink. You can also substitute different types of mushroom. This is just the most common standard type of brown mushroom you find at the store. You can dice the onion, or you can just slice it like this. It doesn't really matter. I'm cooking with ghee. It's a really good butter alternative. It has all the milk solids taken out, so it's friendly for people who are lactose intolerant. Also, it's just generally very healthy. You can use any other oil with a high smoke point, like avocado oil is good. Coconut oil would be really good for this dish too. Adds a little bit of that coconutty flavor, which is really complimentary. Yeah, ghee I guess would also be traditional for like Indian cooking, so that's my oil of choice. I'm just gonna get it nice and hot. Have it on like, I'm on medium high heat right now. So I'm getting my spices ready. You can add these to taste. I mean, you can add it in increments of like half a teaspoon or whatever, but I don't really use measurements with spices. If it doesn't have enough spice, I just add more. Better to have too little than too much. Does it even have a serving size? I don't know. Okay, this ghee is definitely heated up enough. I'm just kind of coating the bottom of the pan in the spices. I think that should be enough for now. This is the Kitchari mix. Yeah. I think I could even add more ghee. You're gonna need a lot of oil. Oh my god, I wasn't looking. You're obviously gonna need a lot of oil because mushrooms will absorb a lot of oil. Okay, you don't want anything to burn. So those spices are smelling nice and toasty. I can even turn the heat up a little bit. Add some cumin. Just generally you want a nice coating to coat the bottom of the pan. I'm making mine all in one pot because it's you don't have to clean as many dishes. But you can also do it like in a saucepan, not like a saucepan, like a large skillet. So I'm just adding some spice to taste. You can add more later, but the key is to just taste your food as you're going along. You can also add a little bit of salt. You can salt as you go either. You don't want to over salt because some of your ingredients might have salt in them already, but generally a little bit of salt isn't going to hurt. So I'm getting the spices all nice and toasty. They smell really good. Okay, we can start to add stuff like onions. I like to put onions in first. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. It's a bit low. So I'm making it like medium high. That olive oil really needs to go somewhere that's not next to me because it's a hazard. Alright, you turn the heat down to like medium high. You want to coat the onion in the spices. Make sure the spices don't stick too much to the bottom and burn. You might have to add more oil. This avocado oil is also really good. It has like flavor. Yeah, see, this is getting super full. And remember, this is a really big portion. You can do a double portion and then you can like meal prep. You can freeze this stuff. My issue is there's just not enough surface area on the bottom of this pan. So it's like, it's gonna cook down though, we'll be fine. Don't generally put your hand in the stove, it's not a good idea. You know, my spices are getting pretty stuck to the bottom. It's okay, it's expected. They're not burning. If you start to smell burning, just turn your heat down a little bit. Add more oil. Add some water. A little water can also help it steam if things are not cooking fast enough. But generally mushrooms hold a lot of water, so you want to cook that off. You don't want it to get like slimy. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit and cover this. You don't have to do this. I just want to cut my fractal broccoli. I don't really know how to cut this, to be honest. You can peel these outer leaves off, or better yet, you can slice them. This was given to me, so I don't cook with it a whole lot. It's like a cabbage. This thing is freaky. It's really beautiful though. Yeah, I'm just gonna saw this weird stuff. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing here. You know, it will cut eventually. You could probably eat the leaves. I don't really want to, so I'm gonna put them in the compost. But like some of these are not looking good. Some of them look edible, but I don't know. We'll put it to the side. Probably a good idea to wash this stuff because there's like bugs in it, but I'm not gonna wash it. A little extra protein. I think you can just pull them off. Like, this is really satisfying. It's like a giant stress ball. One that actually works. Not those horrible ones where you cannot like pop the bubbles in. Those are horrible. I hate those. They make me really anxious. Okay, I think I should probably wash this out or pay attention because there are bugs in here. There's like a dead one that liquefied. Water in the recipe. Yeah. Just check. You know, it's organic, so they might have bugs. Bugs are good. Just don't want big creepy crawlies in here like that. This is so beautiful. Look, oh my gosh. I just have to admire nature right here. I'm gonna chop it up into smaller pieces so it'll cook. The worst thing is when you have it and it's like perfectly raw. Probably a lot of people like it, but I don't, so it's preferential. Probably healthier if it's like steamed or whatever, but it's healthy enough just to eat the vegetables, so I'm not gonna be picky about it. Just chop up the big ones so they're not like massive. Like, you don't want a beast like this in your food. Like, nobody's gonna like that. I just don't want to chop this up. It's just a work of art. Nature is extraordinary. Like, okay, that's showing now. Alright, I got my broccoli chopped up. Cauliflower? Fractal broccoli? Is there like a technical name for this stuff? Oh, look at that. It's really cooked down. I'm going to turn the heat back up. Also, it created a lot of liquid from the mushrooms. So we're going to try to cook that off. You don't have to cover your food. It's just the way for me to get it to cook down. Ideally, you don't really want to cover it. Don't always copy me. I don't always know what I'm doing. It's like, what to do you, don't do me. You are a free being, and I trust that you can use your intuition to cook a decent meal. So this stuff, you do want it to kind of steam a little bit because it doesn't cook too well. It needs a lot of care. Okay, I'm gonna stir this around. Oh my god. Oh! I'm really out of it today. Ow, I hurt my head. We're gonna cover this again just to steam that broccoli flour a little bit with the juices that are already in there. Next, I'm gonna do the chickpeas. Generally, these canned ones, you need to strain the liquid first, so that's what I'm gonna do. You can buy them fresh and then like cook them separate, but that's a lot of work. High in protein, nutritious, they're great. They also smell really gross. Thank you for leaving juice all over the counter. It's pretty lovely. At least I'm really bored when they do that. Let me just get the water, excess water out of here. Put them to the side. I'm not putting them in the sink, like on the bottom of the sink. They're propped up. Let's check our vegetables. Hopefully they're not burning. They're not. They They look really good. They smell really good. Even if my senses tell me that it's good, then there's a very high probability of it actually tasting good. Usually our senses agree. That's looking really good. Let's see if I can get a better angle on it. Here. Okay, it's not good. It's not hungry. I got my diced tomatoes. You can also add fresh tomatoes and tomato sauce. It's really, again, based off of preference. I also like crushed tomatoes. Those are really good. And you can add tomato paste for extra richness. I just like the idea of having a little bit of substance in my tomato liquid. I mean, something has to support all those qualities. They can't just exist independent of something. I mean, mush is basically, I don't really understand the ontological status of mush, but when it's got an actual identifiable substance like a tomato in it, then all those properties like redness and squishiness and goodness, they have something to belong to, which is really nice. Do you like that in philosophy? At least as Aristotelian philosophers are happy with that. So everyone talks about how Epicurus had a garden, he was so inspirational, blah blah blah, eat lots of fresh food. It's basically, oh yeah, people talk about fad diets, weird self-help things coming out of ancient Greece like Stoicism. I'd be a little bit concerned if you followed Stoicism to a T. But everybody, you know, to each their own. Basically what's happening is those diced tomatoes, being liquidy in their nature, added a lot of juice to this. So I'm gonna turn this up to high and cook them down a little bit. Yeah, you're gonna want to let this cook for like on low medium for maybe about 20 minutes. You can keep the lid off. If it starts to really dry out, you can put the lid on, but the idea is to thicken up this liquid. Lastly, what I'm going to add though are the chickpeas. Again, this is kind of a small pot for the deed, but it's going to have to do. Yeah, this is a lot of chickpeas. This is going to fill up. Pray for me if I don't overflow this thing. Again, like a much larger pot, even a crock pot or a Dutch oven would work for this. Again, I'm making an enormous quantity of food here, so just watch. Either nobody's gonna come tomorrow or like everyone's gonna come, and then people who eat a lot are gonna like devour it and it's not gonna be enough. Okay, don't do this. Don't fill your pot like this. This is not good. Get a wider pot, get a bigger pot. If you're gonna cook this much stuff, and people better like chickpeas, because if they don't, I mean, this thing is basically defined by the chickpeas. It's like saying give me fish without fish. You commit a contradiction if you made this dish and didn't put the chickpeas in, so that is an essential property of the dish, part of chickpeas. I mean, you could do lentils, technically. You could do beans. No, you don't do beans. That would be like chewy. There's probably other types of legumes you could put in here, but like eventually, if you take out a certain number of things, it becomes something else, and it is debatable at what point this becomes a different entity. I mean, is this what they were thinking on the ship with Theseus? Like, okay, it's not about the ship and about, okay, what parts of it should be replaced, and at what point is it not the original ship with Theseus anymore? They were thinking about the food on the ship and trying not to get scurvy, possibly. They probably didn't know what scurvy was back in the day. I mean, it is a myth, so yeah. So I'm gonna turn this up and cover it and see if anything will cook through. So my food is like hella liquidy, so I'm putting this tomato sauce. Tomato paste would be ideal because it would thicken it more. Just want to make sure this is like pretty plain tomato sauce. It doesn't have a bunch of herbs like basil or oregano. You don't want like Italian seasoning stuff mixed in. I mean, maybe you do, but I don't. I think I want to keep this pretty weird. I don't want to mix different cuisines in this pot. is already kind of thickening, which is good. Because I'm concerned there's going to be too much pressure underneath these chickpeas and it's going to start splattering in my face and on the stove top. Oh my god, I just splattered myself. No! Look at my beautiful sweater and my dress. Okay, let's turn this down. You're not going to panic because you're ruined your clothes. Yeah. I have no idea what this has been doing. It looks like it's thickening up, which is really good. I had to change my clothes, like all of that. And now I'm wearing black. Okay, this looks like a better consistency. You can always add more sauce to thicken it. It's so good. I'll still use about 10 more minutes. I've been cooking for like 10 more minutes and it's gotten significantly thicker. And it will get thicker due to the coconut milk. You don't have to put this stuff in, it's totally optional. It's just that it's really good. And it just, yeah, I don't know how much to say about it. I just like it. Can't say that categorically things I like are necessarily good. Kant makes that distinction in his third critique, the critique of the power of judgment. I can't believe I'm talking about Kant's third critique and my stuff is boiling over. See, this is how terrible I am at this. Okay, this is a lot of coconut milk. I don't know if I'm gonna need all of it. I would say start with like a quarter of a can. Yeah, so I guess the point Kant makes in his third critique, at least the aesthetic part of it, is that taste is entirely subjective, and that the judgment of beauty is a subjective universal. It's not even a judgment, really. He describes it as like a free play of the imagination.
I wrote an essay once on that section in particular. It was about 30 pages, and then I accidentally deleted the essay, and I cried so hard. I did write it better the second time. It was much better, and most of it was in my head anyway, so.
That looks pretty coconutty, and I didn't even put that much coconut in. So what we can do is just give it a taste. Let's clean my hands up. Man, I have like no spoons because I use them all for Jello. This smells really coconutty. I think it's gonna cook down. I'd say if you had half this amount, I would put in like maybe start with a quarter of a can and then see how much you like it.
Okay, we're gonna try this. Hey, don't eat over the food. This is for other people. Okay, I'm gonna eat over the pot. Just don't tell anybody. I'm not gonna drop it out of my mouth. Hot, 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 hot.
Okay, now I'll make some judgments about the taste. This is not time for the free play of the imagination. This is not beautiful, it looks like slop. It's all about taste. I think it can use more salt. And I think it has plenty of coconut milk in it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of the coconut milk. Maybe whip it and put it on some Jello. Just like drink it. Put it in coffee, tea, pot on pie, make coconut cream pie. Can you tell I like have ADHD? Is it that obvious? Yeah, this is. Wait, okay, what was I doing? Wait. Salt. Did I put it in? Yeah. At least I have a video log now that helps me keep track of stuff. What could it use more of? Maybe like qualia. Yay, it's done. It looks so good. It tastes good. Yeah, my senses all agree. We can rely on our senses, Descartes. I don't know what you were talking about. No, don't tell me just because I read all the meditations that you did prove the existence of the empirical world. I don't buy it because your third meditation and your fifth meditation both suck and I don't understand them. Oh no, God is not clear and distinct idea. And yes, this is real. This is definitely real because the external world just is this. It's not something outside of this that's not conceivable. if you were around when ordinary language philosophy was talking about that, you wouldn't be so hung up on skepticism.